Oran, can I just get your thoughts on today's game?
Devastated, for want of a better description. Embarrassed probably would be the second word, and probably for people who've come here today and watched us in the first half and watched us in the second half, I really struggle with where that second half performance came from. And I think having the momentum and having the goal to hold on to, you would have thought would have given us even more fight, even more hunger, even more desire to go and see it over the line and get the 3 points. And that second half performance is, I think, embarrassing is probably the only word to describe it.
Can you put your finger on why that was?
It's hard to, and it's also probably quite easy to. I think for whatever reason we stopped doing all the things that we did well in the first half. We stopped competing. We found ourselves we couldn't get out. We stopped passing the ball. We stopped being brave to pass the ball. And when all those things disappear in the click of a fingers, it makes it very tough.
How frustrating is that today, having taken the lead, especially after midweek as well, taking the lead and failing to hold it?
It's disappointing, and I think the hard thing to do in this league, I think, is obviously to go into the lead and to take the lead, and we've done that well in the past couple of games where we've got the first goal. But I think it's greenness, probably naivety. There's lots of words I could use to describe how we can't see it out, or how we can't go and be far better at seeing a game out.
Are there any positives you can take from today?
Not really, for me, no. And again, that second half, it is an embarrassment, to be honest with you, and I've told the players that, and they should feel embarrassed. And I'm embarrassed for the fans, I'm embarrassed for everybody who represent the club today, because it's not what I'm about in football, it's not what this club's about in football, and it's just, deeply disappointing.
You hope that'll garner a reaction from the players?
It would absolutely need to, but I hate to be in a position asking for reaction all the time, and I shouldn't crave reactions, or I shouldn't need to use that type of language, whatever else. I should get a reaction every time they train. I should get a reaction every time they set foot on the pitch to play for this club, because of the privilege that they have to play for this club. And seeking a reaction is the last thing I want. That reaction should be every day of their life to play for this club.
How important is next week's game going to be against Aberdeen at home?
Yeah, very important, and it's going to be a long week sizzling after this one, and we've got to get back to work next week and ideally get back and at it next Saturday.
What do you have to do to try and get what you want next week?
Aberdeen they've had a strong season and to date, and they're going well, and we went up there, and I think similar, we played well for half an hour up there, they scored, and things turned against us, and I think it's so important that we go and get a big performance in again. And it's just disappointing. You look at the Hearts game, we lifted it for, then Hamilton was poor, then we got it up again for the Hibernian game, and then today for the first half was good, and then I just can't, if the game was the other way around, I could have half understood it, but for it to happen in the manner that it's happened is just, it's mind-boggling.
Over 500 supporters here today. How important will their support be next week?
Yeah, it'll be massive next week, and as I say, I'm embarrassed for them today, and got it for them in relation to that second half performance, because it's nowhere near good enough.